Hello. Hello, hello, hello. It is I. Alright, so since I'm late, let's get right into it. Well, later than normal. I've already actually gotten the game boot up and everything. I just haven't played the story. So let's get right into it. Alright, sounds good. Skies look clear though. Yeah, we did kind of play a lot of the first chapter, or first part, pretty quickly. All right. Coral Business District. A heating stove was set up in the middle of the snow-covered streets. The Hersher is moving towards the Coral Business District. The sensors we've set up in the city were disabled. The last batch of data we received showed that the Hersher spawned numerous beasts along her path. These beasts are creating extremely cold areas that would kill ordinary humans. We must destroy these beasts to approach our target. Even if we could get close to the Hersher, we need a better plan, or she'll just run away again. Indeed. The scepters of Duat will be crucial to our plan. Can you explain what the device really is? Simply put, the scepters are limiters that disrupt the Honkai energy output of the Hersher core. Jackal said we do this by introducing interfering twist to the link between the core and imaginary space. In other words, the scepter can severely limit the Hersher's actions without killing her. Usually these limiters won't last long, but if you severely wound and weaken the Hersher of Ice first, the effects might last long enough for us to bring the Hersher to our sire, who would then seal her. With her powers gone, the Hersher would enter into a coma and become a harmless vegetable. Sorry, what I said may sound cruel, especially to a Hersher like you. I'll apologize to May, but it was Raven who replied. Cruel? Since when did you become a kind person? We do have a Hersher on our team, though. It's alright. If that is the only way, I'll do whatever it takes to finish my task. Alright then. Let's plan for the next battle, and any delays would only make things worse for us. May will take her head on. We'll engage her in the ways that we're proficient in. Yes, I'll agree to that. Al added more fuel to the camp stove, perhaps to ward off the cold. We must first locate the Hersher. Honkai energy and freezing winds have disabled our sensors. We can only rely on our unassisted vision. I'll find an elevated position and find the target and provide you with the long-range support. Once we locate the Hersher, I'll set up a trap with the scepters of Duat. May will then lure the target into this trap. May nodded with approval. But the Hersher used to be a highly trained Valkyrie. A human might easily see through this trap. Only if she were human. In the last battle, she couldn't even talk and was driven on by a destructive instinct. She is a unique case. May looked at the fire in the stove and recalled what Dr. Einstein said about Hershers. The ex-Valkyrie's body may be thoroughly corrupted, but her mind may still be resisting its influence. She appeared to be mindless only because she was still fighting the Hersher persona for control over her body. If the Hersher persona had won, we wouldn't be seeing that instead. She's still fighting the Honkai? But we can't afford the cost of failure. This is our best moment to strike. If we all agree to the plan, we should get started right away. May, cover Raven as she moves to her elevated position. Setting the trap will take a while. Alright, let's go. It is super interesting how things are turning out, though. I honestly thought this was going to be kind of a simple affair for a video game, for a story anyway. And he's dead. Oh, whoa. I don't like this guy. What the fuck is that? For some reason, he does like an assload of damage on me. Ugh, it's so cold. I'm freezing, May. Taught me to make this cold bearable. Why didn't you dress for the occasion? My specialized combat suit can tolerate low temperatures, but I never expected a tropical island to be this cold. That brat owl opted to stay near the stove to keep himself warm. He's that type of guy. You seem to know him pretty well. Well, he used to be a target listed in a contract I took. We met in battle. I was supposed to take down an organization known as 1,000 Fists. He was their hired muscle. We fought each other on multiple occasions, but I always won. He hardly changed. Didn't even blink or care when a blade was placed on his neck. I found him pretty interesting, so I let him go after destroying 1,000 Fists, and recommended him to be to our side. He was already an officer when I saw him again, and I received the reward for my recommendation. Though he looks sloppy, he has the skills needed to solve problems efficiently. Grey Serpent likes to call him an effective tool, but I've never figured out what's going on in his head. This is why I don't like having him on my side. It doesn't matter. I just need him to get the job done. That's so very nice of you. Enough talk for now. Let's push on. Understood. You lead, I'll follow. Speaking of which, why haven't you given yourself an officer's code name? Wait, what? You haven't given yourself... No, I didn't. I advise you think of one ASAP, or Jackal will be the one giving you names. You don't want that to happen, right? So she must have a nickname, huh? The city center was overran by glacial formations. Raven stood atop a tower to get a full view of the district. She was here before. coral used to be an exclusive retreat for the rich, but it had become an ice-blocked tomb. The perfect position for an observer. Gives me a clear view of everything. Raven assumed a prone position. Her divine key created an array of glowing indigo patterns. Raven looked through these patterns to transform her view into a set of overlapping blocks. The device gave Raven super physical sight that goes beyond the third dimension and revealed everything to her. Found her. Distance 740 yards, or 7,400 yards. In the garden at the base of the space elevator in the city center. Target is not moving. Good. Keep your eyes on her. No problem. Go meet up with Al. May leapt off the tower roof and disappeared into the freezing mist. Thunder cracked and lightning flashed at the distance. Raven only saw a faint trail of her passage. Hersher powers can really make things go so much easier. At the other side of the city, Al heard a distinct rumble of thunder. He closed his eyes and counted the seconds. May appeared next to him before he could reach 30. Raven found the Hersher. Are you ready? Al waved the scepters in his hands and placed them in his pockets. Time to do this. Come on, guy. Oh well. Are you the final boss? No, but you're gonna be annoying like one, aren't you? Oh no way, he gets damaged from the heater. May and Al braved the freezing winds in silence as flakes of frost brushed off their combat suits. The environment became colder as they approached the Hersher of ice. Al's outfit, however, was frozen stiff. Even May in her Hersher form could sense the cold. You should head back if you feel unwell. Hmm? It'll only get colder. No ordinary human could withstand such temperatures. May stopped and looked in the distance. Give me the scepters, and I'll handle the Hersher on my own. Is that what you're thinking? Well, thanks for being concerned. But I'm not as frail as you think. Al unbuttoned his outfit and revealed the body that laid underneath. What? The cold won't affect me. 74% of my organs are cybernetic. These clothes are just for show. Did the serpent do this to you? I wanted them to do this to me. I'm not like you. I lack innate Honkai resistance or stigmata. This is the only way to survive. What happened to you? I survived a Honkai event that took place 2 years ago, but left my body with severe injuries. I joined the serpent to find a way to heal the wounds, but the search only added to the hopelessness. There was only one solution. Abandon my ailing biological body and rely on machines instead. And that is why I'm fighting for the serpent. Funny, isn't it? There's nothing wrong with fighting for your own survival. Thank you. That's what I think as well. Kiana's got the cleaver of Shamash. The Heart of Coral was home to an ambitious space elevator project that became the symbol of the city. The elevator also represented progress. It was to be the launch pad for the new era of space exploration. But disaster struck and transformed the incomplete elevator project into a Hersher's lair. May, you're entering the Coral elevator base. The Hersher is hidden in the gardens. She has remained silent and unmoving. We'll stick to the plan. I'll engage her. I need 10 minutes to set the trap and send you the coordinates. When I'm done, send you the coordinates when I'm done. I'll do what I can if you need help. One more thing. The scepters have a short fuse. Act fast and lure the Hersher to the right place. Roger. I'm moving in. Oh? I'm guessing she's become realized. Come on. It's not the element. We're incompatible enemy types. She's got an advantage over me, actually. And if May's a Psi type, she's a Mecha type. Whoa. Destroy the pillar to shatter the blossoms. Man. No. Will I be able to break it before hypothermia builds up all the way? Come on. It's a protective layer? The frozen garden was rent by a raging vortex of Honkai ice and thunder. The two powers clashed, burnt, and crushed each other, and destroyed everything within sight. No physical law or rule of engagement could describe the ruthless nature of the Battle of Hershers. Raiden Mei, my trap is ready. Lure the target into the indicated coordinates. With that, Mei transformed into a bolt of lightning, flying through gaps in ice towards the indicated position. A cold stream tailed the indigo wake of lightning, sprouting blossoms of razor-sharp ice to shred its prey. Bolts of energy penetrated the mist. From miles away, Raven sniped and shattered the deadly obstacles for Mei. I've arrived at the target location. Affirmative. I've confirmed the Hersher's path. Activating the scepters of Duat. Wrapped in a sub-zero mantle, the Hersher of Ice hurtled towards Mei. The Lightning Queen readied herself. Ow, now's the time. The response was unexpected silence. Ow? This is... Oh? Oh. Oh. Treachery. Well then. I didn't see that one coming, actually. Meanwhile, Shixal Valkyries barricaded all passages along the outskirts of Coral. Honkai beasts forged of ice hurled themselves at the defenses. The true disaster had only just begun. Master Durandal, the weather is becoming unstable. This cold Honkai stream is turning into a cataclysmic storm. Rita's face was somber apprehension as she looked on at the darkening skies. We must neutralize the Hersher before she disrupts the tropical climate system and create a global disaster. Alvitor, how are the serpents doing? Well, it's just as Adjutant Rita said. The storm has cut our comm links. From the last message we received, the serpents seem to have engaged the Hersher. But I think they ran into a few problems. The serpent officer named Al betrayed them. And I also found something odd while studying Anna Shariak's files. With the beep, Alvitor switched the comm display to show yet another file. Tianwu Chin. Who is this guy? A survivor whom I found in one of Anna Shariak's mission debriefing files. Chin, male, Anna saved him during the Honkai event that took place in Asia 2 years ago. And this Mr. Chin happens to be the serpent officer Al, whom I just mentioned. So this serpent officer met Anna before. Something doesn't look right. We should move at once. Squad leader, shouldn't we wait for comlinks to be back online? We should report this to HQ. We can't risk waiting. We don't have the time. That's right. We have to act according to our best judgment. Wait, Alvitor, you mentioned the comlinks were cut. How'd you get the data? Yeah, it's part of being the official tool. I feared this might happen, so I kept a local backup. Making unauthorized copies of data is a serious offense, Alvitor. What? But I've only done it in cases of emergencies. Rita, I'm giving you temporary command of the Valkyries. I'm heading in to check on the Hersher. Alone? Our positions here are just as important. I need you to lead the defenses and keep the Honkai at bay. Of course, and I'll be decisive if the serpents try anything funny. Please, be careful out there. Yes, and watch over this place for me. Hello, Wolf Lord. The frost-covered street was traced through by a dark trail as though a light was drawn across the sheet of paper. It was the place where the line 20 minutes ago. My bad. That's very much my bad. It was the place where the line ended and stopped before the ice. She swung her blade against the frozen barrier. She was alone in this bleak whiteness. She parried the Ice Hersher's attack and slowly restored power to that were drained by the scepters of Duat. Raven? Al? Do you copy? May tried to call her fellow allies on her comm device, but there was nothing but silence. She pieced the evidence together and realized that they all pointed towards the impossible. She coalesced the Honkai energy and restored her Hersher powers. She must find the Hersher of Ice and uncover the ultimate truth. I didn't know. I thought I was able to trust Al. He seemed kind of cool. I'm so glad none of these require that I use ultimate, because that was an annoying requirement for the May. Her dormant comm device came to life. Raven spoke weakly through it. Raven, what's happened? Al, he betrayed us. Al? Why? I don't know. He used the scepters on you and then stabbed me in the back. He took my divine key, but he can't use the ordained powers without authentication. Are you alright? To be honest, I feel terrible. He used some form of neurotoxin on me. Don't waste time helping me. You must chase them down. Don't let them escape with that Hersher. Take care of yourself, Raven. I'll go after the Hersher. May, I have another piece of bad news for you. Durandal. She's heading to your position right now. How's that bad news? That just means she's got allies. And I mean, Durandal and May are the most amicable of the two individuals that met up. Yep. There she is. Durandal. Raiden May, are you still in fighting shape? Of course I am. Then follow me. We don't have time to waste. Let's go. Raven said it was bad news. It's not bad news. We got friends with us. The Leah was silent and lifeless. Even time itself seemed to have frozen over. The Hersher of Ice hovered above the fountain. Her intensive feelings were hidden by a dark veil. Though she had just fought the Lightning Queen, the Ice Hersher appeared to be extremely calm. She was expecting something. The man approaching her from a distance may know the answer. The joints of Owl's metallic skeleton creaked as he stiffly walked across the icy garden. He called out her name as he staggered towards the Hersher. We meet again, Anna. Or we meet again, Anna. The ice began to shift. The Hersher slowly raised her head. Her gaze rested upon his frost-covered face. She hovered towards him. The frozen beds of flower melted, allowing time to flow once more. I did not expect us to meet again like this. The Hersher issued a harsh and unintelligible murmur, a lament of sorrow and regret. Owl took out a glittering pendant from his pocket. The pendant gave off a warm glow that contrasted against his cold metallic body. Do you still remember this pendant, Anna? Do you still have the other half? Did you lose it? You were always the careless one. He looked at the Hersher and gave a bitter smile. It's just another trinket. It doesn't matter if you remember it or not. I'll fulfill my promise. Have no fear. No matter what happens today, I'll be at your side. I owe you my life, and I shall gladly sacrifice it for your sake. There was determination in his soft words. Owl then extended his hand to touch her cheek. The Hersher did not flinch. His trembling mechanical manipulators brushed against her face. Those robotic extremities were insensitive to temperature, and she had lost her tactile senses. The touch sent a ripple that resonated within both of them. Anna, 君がまだ諦めてないのはわかる。自分を思い出せ。崩壊に心を飲み込まれないように。袋。邪魔するな。雷の律者。Evade the blast in the third divine key. Oh. Durandal's so fucking cool, man. Damn it, fucking... Could he do it? Oh, what? Oh, hello. Durandal breached the encirclement of Honkai beasts and came before Alan, the Ice Hersher. Al, do you know what you're doing? Of course I do. I will save Anna and free her from the shackles of Honkai. She will be human once more. I know that the world serpent has in store for her. You refuse to give me a chance. I have no other choice. However, you proved to me that Hersher powers could be mastered, Raiden May. I'll help Anna do the same. Al took the Hersher of Ice by her hand. A powerful blizzard engulfed them at once. You're not going anywhere. Durandal leaped into action and became a blue comet that streaked into the sky. May was rooted to her spot. Her heart was filled with the twisting vines of conflict, indecision, and doubt. Many nights had passed since May left her at Nagazora. She knew she had to decide eventually. May convinced herself that it was all for her. She did it to foil her destiny. Indeed, those were her reasons. She must do what it takes to seal the Hersher of Ice. The blizzard howled as the eye of the storm. Oh, fuck. As the eye of the storm swallowed the teetering space elevator. Durandal, ever the agile warrior, held out against the Hersher in the deadly cold. The stalemate between the Valkyrie and the Hersher was suddenly shattered by a bolt of lightning. Ride and May glared at her foe. Though the lack of the scepters of Duat, she must find a way to seal her. She could not afford to lose. I believe I have failed to convince you. I will hear nothing more. I will not let you stop me. Then come and face me. Just as Al prepared his weapon, a high-pitched scream was unleashed from the storm. Evade the blast. Something is emerging from the ice. Oh. So she transformed into a ice mecha, basically. I'll recover the Honkai energy. Or the SP to do another one. Using a skill is faster than dodging. Oh. Not done yet. Oh, that'll melt her. Oh, whoa, whoa. Come on. I was really hoping I didn't need to bring this one out for it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The shattered veil revealed a sight familiar to May. She resisted the storm of her emotions and readied her weapon for a strike. But Al stood before her to stop her blade. Raiden May, you have to get through me first if you want to kill her. His severely damaged mechanical body fared poorly in the cold. Sparks flew from the failing circuitry. Yet he refused to back down. May was taken aback. The decision that Al had made was too familiar. I'll gladly trade my life for hers. She saved my life and I shall save hers in return. The man had made the exact same choice she did back then. I owe her my life, and I'll gladly die to protect her from you. Why do you hold back, Raiden May? The comet streaked past, her lance aimed directly at Owl. And then a mighty storm erupted right in the middle of the battlefield. The Hersher whale released a massive amount of energy stored within her core. May and Durandal held out against the frigid blast that swept over them. The entire island shook from the force. A giant glacial formation emerged from the elevator like a snow lotus in its full bloom. The freezing wave overwhelmed everything in sight. The Hersher of Ice and Owl was nowhere to be seen. Owl supported the Hersher and trudged along the stricken city. She spent all of her powers to deliver that blast. There were two fragile flakes of snow that would break apart in any moment. But however difficult every step could be, Owl refused to break or fall. There was only a single voice left in him. I'll do whatever it takes to help you survive this. Anna. Interesting. Oh, okay. Into Earth does the water flow. Wait, you mean we don't get her as a Hersher? Or as a Valkyrie? Misslin Shariak? I guess we don't, huh? Welcome to the new story chapter, Cap. In this chapter, you'll play daily stages for Warzone experience. It's the same thing as before, but slightly different. Smothering stiffness, pain, exhaustion, and powerlessness. He felt like a withered root buried in the ruined earth. There was no light in the suffocating agony. This is the end. He did not accept this. He tried to move his hand. His fingers felt only cold, sharp pain. Bits of dirt and mud fell onto his face. Having exhausted himself, the man accepted his hopelessness and his hopeless reality and closed his eyes. It was at that very moment when he heard a soft digging sound. Am I hallucinating? The sound grew louder. He opened his eyes. Light shone through a tiny crack high above him. Someone removed the heavy slab with a shout. I found one. I found a survivor. Oh, thank goodness. Hold on. I'll get you out of there at once. He saw the person who saved him. Her worried look was overtaken by a joyous relief. She removed more rocks and debris. The crack widened into a gap through which light poured onto his face. Help. His voice was weak, yet he found the strength to stretch out a trembling hand. It's all right. I'll save you. Don't give up. Grab my hand. I'll get you out of there. He could feel a warmth in her palm. Just a bit more. You can do it. He saw her smile. Her beautiful face was highlighted by the sun and unfurled before him like a portrait painting. Thank you. The light grew strong. His vision blurred as her smile began to warp and twist. The world fell silent. There was nothing except for a call echoing in the far distance. Wake up. Please, wake up. Not now. Please. Please don't die on me. Wake up. Memories faded and gave way to the stark reality. The first thing he saw was the Hersher beside him. She was silent. Anna's face was visible beneath the veil. She was as beautiful as he remembered. But the Hersher was as innocent and confused as a newborn child. Her gaze was bereft of human reason. Anna. Don't you worry. I'll get you out of here. Please have faith in me. Yes. I'll get you out of this place. Hold up. Gotta drink some water. Oh. All right, because they go and bump into Rita now. Coral outskirts. The Immortal Blades Valkyrie squad just endured a powerful blizzard. What was that? Adjutant. A low temperature blast erupted in the coral center. Honkai levels are off the charts. The whole island is freezing over. This must be the Hersher's doing. Is our squad leader alright? What should we do, Adjutant? Should we send in our forces to help our squad leader? We looked towards the city center and saw Honkai beasts hidden in the frozen mists. We have our orders. Master Durandal told us to hold the line, and that is what we shall do. We must have faith in the Master Durandal and serve as her bulwark. Immortal Blades, ready yourself. Oh. What? All units, alert all units. Hide yourself as soon as possible once you enter the target location. These are colored in sort of just an off, like a blue quantum color. So Anna Shariak, does she live though? I can't imagine there's a happy ending for traders of the serpent. We have defeated every Honkai beast, Adjutant. Good job, everyone. The blizzard subsided as soon as the Honkai beasts were vanquished. Rita looked towards the skyscrapers in the distance. Her anxiety was only too obvious. Master Durandal. Wait, didn't we just defeat the Honkai beasts? Why is the ambient Honkai level still rising? Albert surveyed the battlefield and quickly found her answer. Two approaching figures emerged from the retreating mist. They walked very slowly, as though they were afraid of breaking the fragile ice beneath their feet and shatter it like this broken battlefield. This must be the Schicksal's defenses. Hersher of Ice. What? Why did the Hersher come to this place? Did something happen to our squad leader? Adjutant, what should we do? The Hersher's presence threw a few Valkyries into panic, but most quickly rallied around Rita. They knew what must be done despite the odds. Valkyries, prepare for battle. We shall fight this Hersher. Stand aside, Durandal. Stand aside. Durandal and Raiden may have failed. He won't stop us either. Apologies. I'll not let any Hersher through. Nonsense. Anna's not a Hersher. She's a human. Do you agree, Anna? The Hersher uttered an unintelligible and bestial growl. Rita gripped her weapon. The immortal blades Valkyries assumed their fighting formation. We're done talking. Well, as you wish. And just like that, I'll stop you. I don't need help. Oh, wait, that's not her. It's over. No, we're not done yet. Rita was succumbing to hypothermia. The Argent Knight battlesuit fared poorly against the Hersher of Ice. But oath and duty forbade Rita to retreat, She knew she was the final line of defense. I do not want to waste time on you. Stand aside before it is too late. You shall not pass. Narita's God's Main battlesuit worked at maximum capacity just to keep her on her feet. The response she received is powerful as a powerful frigid current. And Rita was frozen to death. Not really. I think she lives past this plenty. Meanwhile, downtown Coral. A red glow glimmered amidst the ruins of ice and rubble. May created an EM field to insulate her and Durandal against the extreme cold. She reverted to her usual form as she carefully manipulated her powers to maintain the field. Are you alright, Durandal? I'm fine. What about you? You don't look exactly the same. The Hersher of Ice can't harm me. She has yet to master her powers. But Owl fled with the Hersher after that blow. We must pursue them quickly. Her powers turned this place into a death zone, approaching absolute zero. Follow me, and I'll bring you out. Let's go. Really? I'm not in Hersher state? Interesting. What did I just utilize? Oh, that's what it does. Interesting. This place should be safe enough. The two of you seem unharmed. And Raven. Raven landed quietly before them. Her face was ghastly pale, perhaps due to the toxin or the cold. Apologies. The sudden blast of extreme cold blocked my way and prevented me from giving you support. No matter. Are you getting any better? I've already dealt with it. What about Al and the Hersher? What happened out there? May summarize what had happened in their prior engagement. Huh. I didn't expect that guy to have such a history. What are your plans? Our only option is to find them as quickly as possible. Finding them won't do any good. We're out of the scepters of Duat required to capture the Hersher. Blame Jackal for this. If she'd prepared more of those scepters, the Hersher would not be a problem. The Honkai in the Coral is also blocking any outgoing signals. You should retreat and get in touch with Jackal. Retreat? No. There can be no retreat. We'll end up wasting too much time. The Honkai would continue to spread and claim more lives. And that's not the end of it. May stopped there. She and Raven gazed at each other in silence. Raven knew what May was about to say. A retreat would give the Ice of Herrscher time to escalate the war. A third party may even get involved in that, and they might deploy the Hyperion if the situation grows desperate. And when that happens, that special friend of hers would also enter the fray. No retreat. No. Retreat is not an option. What are your plans then? May thought for a while and quickly proposed her solution. Raven, I need you to salvage what's left of the scepters. Salvage? This plan of yours, it may very well work. Fine. I'll trust you for now. And I'll do whatever I can to stop the Herrscher in the meantime. Raven nodded, and she then turned around and disappeared into the silvery mist. Done talking? Let's go. We may have lost the Herrscher, but we'll have to confront the Valkyrie's defense. But they'll have to confront the Valkyrie's defenses to escape the coral. To stop them, I must return to those defenses and join my Valkyries. Do not hesitate again this time, Raiden May. I won't. The frost continued to creep beyond the heart of coral and created an icy path in its wake. I can pick up traces of Herrscher's powers that here. They shouldn't be too far away. You must hurry up. The Valkyrie's defenses should be up ahead. And then they'll see Rita frozen in place. What is... Huh. Jotnar. Rita! Are those Valkyries? Unconscious Valkyries were found at the end of the path. Though alive, they were no longer capable of fighting. A pale figure encased in the crust of ice stood out amongst the defeated Valkyries. Rita! Durandal rushed forward and held her adjutant in her arms. Rita was still breathing, if only weakly. Go and track down the Herrscher, Raiden May. I will. May knew it had to be done and turned around without a word. Behind her, the holy lance gave off a glow that engulfed the entire battlefield. The dark tunnels seemed to go on forever. Al felt heavier and slower with every step he took. Mechanical joints creaked as parts came loose and fell to the ground. But Al fixed his gaze upon the distant exit. He knew he only needed to reach that place to end all of this. I'm close. His vision began to blur as lights trailed lines upon his clouded sight. His thoughts swam as the light illuminated past memories. Don't give up. You'll make it. You'll make this. I'm sure of it. Don't give up. You can do it. The girl repeated those lines as she struggled to support his weight with her body. But she could hardly hide her distressed look. Those encouraging words were not only meant for him. Tianwu knew that the Valkyrie was also fighting her own fears. Are you afraid? What? Your hands are trembling. No, I'm just... What a terrible disaster. People turning into monsters and strange beasts on the road. It's the Honkai. Honkai? Yeah, don't worry. I'm a Valkyrie of Shixal, and I'm bound by oath to protect you against the Honkai. Ah, I'm sorry. Most people probably won't understand what I just said. No. I thought this was something like a zombie apocalypse. Zombie? Yeah. Walking putrid corpses that can't be killed with most conventional weapons. You only defeat them by bursting their heads or burning them completely. What's worse is that if they bite you, your body will start to change as well. You'll eventually lose your mind and turn into a zombie like them. And the very worst part is... Stop. Just stop already. Why are you telling me about zombies? That's the most disgusting thing I've ever heard. I see. You're afraid of zombies. No, I didn't say I'm afraid of them. I'm just disgusted. That's all. It seems that Valkyries are just normal little girls after all. I'm Tianwu. What's your name? Anna. Anna Shariak. Thank you, Anna. Ah, you're welcome. May tracked the Hersher's trail and arrived at the tunnel entrance, her mind deep in thought. She could not forget the sight of the defeated immortal blades and immortal Valkyries and Rita. Immortal blades Valkyries. Wow, that's a mouthful. A series of dull thumping noises interrupted her. She raised her head and saw a Honkai beast hatching in the tunnel. She knew she was on the right track. The Hersher would be at the other side of this tunnel. Her blade was drawn. She knew there was only one thing to be done. And the Hersher of Thunder emerges. Roro. Sparks flew as Mei slashed her way through an enraged Oni. While lightning and thunder exploded all around her, Mei's mind was as tranquil as a still lake. I won't let this continue. I shall protect them. For this is all that I have left. The lightning erupted within the tunnel and sped to the other end before converging into a single point. Time to finish this, Hersher of Ice. The Manila Honkai eruption. Ah, so he's Filipino. Bringing the old squad back together for this one. A death web. All right. Like only a quarter of the way through? Why is there so much to this, man? Shadow Dash. I see. May. Huh, not bad. Orochi Curas. Shinkage Flash and Tsukiyo's Spectromancy. Fuck you, I'll do what I want. Yeah, let's continue. As cold wind blew across his face, he could finally see light at the end of the tunnel. Anna, we've made it through Shixol's defenses. Just go. Leave this place. And live. A completely exhausted owl finally collapsed. He tried waving the Hersher away, but she stared blankly at like a snowflake oblivious to everything around her. She then slowly extended her hand. The Hersher picked up Owl, her movements clumsy yet surprisingly gentle. Anna, you... The Hersher's touch was no longer freezing cold. Her face showed hints of emotions. Astonishment and joy filled his heart. He decided to let the Hersher carry his weight and continued walking. The Hersher of Ice stayed here for a while. She was just here. It'll be a shame, because I presume I'm basically gonna have to kill the Hersher of Ice. Or the effectiveness of something effectively like murdering her. I'm very close. Get beamed on, bitch. What is that? A strange statue of ice stood in May's way. Upon touch, the statue disintegrated in sparkling ice crystals and gave off hushed whispers. It was the most unforgettable day of her life. Clad in her tiny uniform, she marched through the assembly and saluted them. It was the day she had always prayed for. Her hard work paid off. Her dreams was coming true. The girl took a deep breath and loudly recited, I, Anna Shariak, do hereby offer my oath of loyalty to Shixal and our overseer and dedicate my life to our noble vision. I shall not fear any trepidation, nor pain, nor death. I shall act as the beacon of light or beacon of hope to those in suffering and fight for those languishing in pain. I pledge all that I am and have to the human race, and shall do whatever it takes to destroy the Honkai. From this day forth, I, by my own volition, shall serve as a glorious Valkyrie of Shixal. The light shone again before fading away with the girl's voice. That light, it must be her memories. Well, that was overkill. Yep. Her memories are freezing solid. Does that mean that she's losing her humanity through frozen chunks? The dark overcast sky loomed over a Valkyrie running away from something. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. She repeated those words to herself as she desperately looked for a way out of the ruins. They were ambushed. The squad leader disappeared in the explosion. She lost contact with the other squad members. She must head back to the rendezvous point, re-establish comm links, and get the reinforcements. The constant static from her comm device was the only thing she could hear. I can't stay here. My mission is too important. The Valkyrie then caught the sound of loose gravel hitting the ground. She stopped running and looked around. Her gaze fell upon the collapsed building. She waited for a few seconds. There was nothing else. She was unsure if she was hearing things. So the young Valkyrie continued her desperate flight. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I really am. She repeated those words to herself as she left the ruins behind her. A thought began to coalesce in her mind. Deserter. No, that's not true. She remembered the day when she became a Valkyrie. Like this devastated city, her oath and her ideals were reduced to ruin. She never felt so helpless. She felt to save anyone, even when they were within reach. No. The Valkyrie stopped running. This isn't what I want. Though trembling, she turned around and rushed back to the ruins. They're gonna make me hate this, aren't they? Oh. Well. This ice statue looks different. I'm sorry. I'm afraid this is the end of the road for us. I really am. I'm really sorry. We've made it this far, but I still failed to save you. Honkai Beast stomped through the rubble as the survivors hid behind a wall. There was no exit in sight. Just leave me here, Anna. You should be able to escape on your own. No, I can't do that. None of us could escape if you take me with you. But I can't simply leave you here. Just because you're a Valkyrie? Because of the oath of duty you swore? Will you save me otherwise? Don't worry. I'll find a place to hide. Get your reinforcements first and save me later. We can bet on this. Bet on this? Yeah. If both of us survive, you'll go on a date with me. What? I can't believe this. How can you make such stupid jokes? Can't you see what's happening? Hey, I'm just quoting the truth. You're the reason I'm still alive. You stayed by my side and told me not to give up. You're the reason why I made it to this place. Meeting you in disaster is the best thing that's ever happened in my life. I guess I'll follow you anywhere, whether you like it or not. I don't know. Don't take it too seriously. I was only fooling around. What? You were just fooling around? How could you? Well, at least I got things off your mind for a while. Ugh, I have no idea what's going on in your head. Don't you realize the situation we're in? Anna, I'm quite hard to kill. I still need to look for my family and take care of some business. I won't die here. Trust me. Shin Tianwu. You're such a weird guy. Even then, I want you to have faith in me. We'll leave this place together. So I've decided to take your bet. Oh? Who's this in the photo? My baby sister, Chen Tianwen. Tianwen. She's the family I'm planning to look for. Oh no. Oh no. Though the two managed to escape to a Schicksal base, they had to go on a separate ways. Jin Kyung-woo would get treatment at another city, while Anna was to be redeployed to the war zone. She's still trapped in the city ruins. Please, Anna, help me look for her. And if it's possible, I'd like to tag along as well. Someone knocked on the door. Anna lowered her gaze. I'm sorry. I have to go. It's alright. I can't be asking for favors from you all the time. I'll go looking for you, Anna. This necklace. What is it? I'm sorry. You can keep that necklace. Anna left. She was dumbstruck by her sudden change. Or he was left dumbstruck by her sudden change. He did not know why she left him like that until much later. He heard a few conversations and learned that Anna became the leader of the new Snow Lotus squad. The old Snow Lotus squad was gone. Anna was the sole survivor, thus making her the seasoned veteran of that squad. More flashbacks? Al sensed something in the frozen garden. This is as far as I can go, Anna. The Herrscher stayed silent and continued to carry him as the dark clouds rolled above the pristine Leia. Raiden May would catch up soon. I'm just slowing you down. Leave me here, and I'll try to stop her for you. Shin Tianwu. Anna. Anna, you're finally back. This is wonderful. You did it. You really did it. Thank you for staying by my side. It doesn't matter, Anna. You finally defeated the Honkai. You can head back and show everyone that you're human again. We're finally done with running away. Let's go. I'll bring you to the World Serpent. No. You've done enough. Enough? What do you mean? Jin Tianwu. Please, let me die. Die? Stop fooling around, Anna. I won't let you. I can't fight it anymore. Not anymore. My memories are peeling away. This is all the time I have left. I've used the last bit of my strength. Anna, no! This can't be true. Shin, it's enough. You should let it end. At least, let me die as a human. No, there must be some other way. Don't give up, Anna. I'm sorry. You have to let me go. Anna, no! Where are you going? Al tried to hold on to her, but was trapped by growing ice. He realized she'd brought him here to bid farewell. He could only see her slowly drifting away until she completely disappeared into the falling snow. Goodbye, Shin Tianwu. Huh? It was snowing when Mei saw the Herrscher of ice landing right before her. The Herrscher approached Mei slowly, quietly, and gently as though she expected this confrontation. Crystals of ice blossomed with her every step and gave off a faint glow before disappearing into thin air. Mei knew what the Herrscher wanted. Come. It's time to end this. Do it. I can't hold it anymore. I'm sorry. The Herrscher of Ice fell into the bed of flowers. She did not resist. In fact, she did all that she could to suppress the urge to fight back. Victory was almost at hand. May raised her blade. Ow! The cyborg leapt out of the blizzard and stood between the two. Al ruined his own cyborg body to escape Anna's ice trap and could barely stay on his feet. Stand aside. I said, you'll have to get through me first. I won't let anyone hurt her. Al staggered towards May as his body blinkered red like a ticking bomb. He was stopped dead in his tracks. Blood erupted from his chest and blossomed like scarlet flowers on the white snow. Anna did it. Well, the Hersher of Ice did. And the Honkai infection has taken over. Why? How? A clinging pain spread from his chest as fluids wept from the wound and his world turned red. Damn this thing. Damn it all. The face he remembered slowly froze over. I guess this is the truth. The truth that nothing has ever changed since then. I'm sorry. I'm a Valkyrie of Schicksal. I've sworn to defeat the Honkai. Treat this disaster as another accident in your life, Chin. Please forget me. Anna! Wait! Anna! Why? Why did you keep avoiding me? Why suppress your own feelings? I only wanted to stay with you. Why deny this simple wish? Crimson gave way to darkness. A veil shrouded him and ushered him to the end of his life. The last thing remembered was her cold, hard face. Can someone tell me, what did I do wrong? Death engulfed his world. There was neither light nor sound. He laid in the vast emptiness, adrift in the great ocean of nothing. He stared into the roiling yet pure darkness. He tried to understand it, yet his senses had already left him. So, this is how death feels like. Then a spark appeared in this empty void. It sprouted, sank its roots, and began to grow. The spark soon began to glow a tree with twisted roots that nourished a massive crown. A crown of branches, twigs, and leaves that gave off light as well. Where am I? He found himself in the middle of a scorched ruin. His returning senses felt the dust and heat. The place felt familiar. He looked around. He quickly realized why he remembered this place. Tianwu, where are you? Save me. Somebody. Help. Tianwen, sis. For a moment, Al thought it was a near-death vision. Yet the dust and blood that flowed from the cracks were simply too real. Tianwen, I'm here. I'm right here, sis. He wanted to rush forward, but his body was trapped and refused to move. He tried to shout, but no voice left his mouth. Why? Why are you showing me this? Give me a reason. The sound of footsteps caught his attention. There was something else in the ruins. What? Anna? Anna Shariak, the Valkyrie who saved him, stood in the light just as he remembered her on that day. Save her! Save my sis! While he shouted voicelessly, the trapped girl extended a trembling hand. Please, sis. Save me. Anna, go save her. Anna, what are you doing? Why won't you save her? He suddenly saw something unfamiliar in her eyes. The Valkyrie backed away slowly, turned around and ran. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. That is tragic. That is way too tragic. That is the worst thing to do. Anna? Anna, where are you going? Al was dumbstruck as Anna was fleeing, as the fleeing Anna disappeared into the dark. Something alien awoke within him. It reached out in its attempts to break free. No, this can't be. This can't be possible. He began to feel afraid. He worried. He tried to mend the cracks in his heart, but the fractures only widened. Why? Why are you doing this, Anna? Why won't you save her? Wait, could it be? No. His heart hardened and shattered like the rest of this world. Help. Please. Don't leave me. Can anyone save me? Please. Save me. Her voice grew weaker. Her tiny hand struggled to hold onto something in the air. It grasped and struggled before falling onto the ground, never to be lifted again. His chest ruptured as a massive, glowing tendrils erupted from his body. The tendrils then wrapped themselves around Al, engulfing and dissolving him completely. Why? Why? Anna, why? He roared with a nameless rage as the world twisted and cascaded around him. How could you? Oh. Oh. A Valkyrie. A Schicksal Valkyrie. The maelstrom of chaos raged. The human named Shin Tianwu perished. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. That was cruel. That's why she fucked off. That... Oh... That was just mean, man. Damn it, though. That's such a good twist. The coward Anna Shariak. Absconded her duties. At the onset of failure. May has unleashed her full power to fight the rampant Hersher. Attack and HP have greatly increased. And now it's no longer Anna. Lightning arcs collided with frigid rime. The Hershers fought each other, their powers threatening to tear the fabric of reality apart. Then it all ended with a blinding blast smashed through the vortex. It's finally over. The stricken Hersher gave a scream louder than the thunderous cacophony. The blade pierced the ice, went through her body, and left a wake of bloodied snow. And with that, the Hersher collapsed onto the bed of flowers. May approached the ice Hersher slowly. Her defeated foe remained unmoving. To capture the Hersher, May dealt the final blow, careful to avoid the enemy's core. Now, I'll just wait here for Raven to get here. What? A sense of fatigue washed over her. She suddenly felt much heavier as her strength left her limbs. May quickly realized that it was not the fault of her body. Another had dealt the blow without her knowing. What is this? Can this be gravity? Oh my god. No way. Did they create a link to the imaginary tree? What is this? The black sphere erupted in midair. The frozen ground trembled as deadly cracks began to spread. Giant spikes of ice burst forth and the ground began from the ground before breaking, freeing, and flying straight towards the black hole. The entirety of Coral was being ripped apart. Leave the hazard zone before time runs out. Oh. Oh, yep. I gotta leave. Come on, I gotta get out of here. He was a Hersher? Mr. Chin Xian Wu, we have the results of your physical exams. I'm sorry to inform you, but your body has been severely infected due to prolonged exposure to the Honkai. You have 2 more years if you're lucky. 2 more years. So, do you have any news about my sister? She's not on the list. We're still looking for survivors, but please don't be too optimistic. Is there anything else, Mr. Chen? Anna. No, there's nothing else. Anna, I want you to know that I've lost everything on that day. I don't know what I did to deserve this, or what I should do afterwards. Nothing else mattered. Everything became meaningless. I embarked upon a path of self-destruction. There was despair, helplessness, acceptance, and then longing. You became my last beacon of hope. I wanted to meet again, to start over. I began studying the Honkai, Shixel, and anything that might be linked to you. I chanced upon a way where I could see you in person. I joined the World Serpent and became an officer. And then I found you. That was my wish. I feared I was no longer fit to see you again. My body was no longer human, and my life would be ending soon. So all I wanted was to see you from the distance without you knowing. And even that became impossible. Anna, I don't know if I should thank you or hate you, but you are the one who saved me from the stricken city. Anna, I have decided to return my life to you. Take it, and assume my powers as well. We're now enemies of this world, but if there's a chance, Anna, live on, for my sake. A double Hersher core. Not again. I think I may have to end stream before the 3 hour mark anyway, because I might be running out of stamina for even personal gaming at this point. Right on. And kaboom. Coral Hersher research, a summary. Shixel Base camp, outskirts of Coral. Squad leader, bad news. We got a new situation at Coral. Calm down and give me the updates. There's a sharp Honkai energy spike in the island. I've never seen such figures before. We've detected an anomalous gravity wave at the epicenter, and the wave is growing as we speak. And then there's something else. Another Hersher energy signature has appeared amidst this chaos. Durandal rushed out of the tent to check out what she just heard and saw a black sphere and massive rocks in the sky. She then realized that the rocks were pieces of buildings torn from the ground itself. What is this? Oh wait. Wait, so does this mean that World Serpent getting 2 Herrscher cores at the end of all this? Super lame if so. Six-all base camp outskirts of Coral. We have an emergency. A cataclysmic Honkai eruption took place in the Coral 5 minutes ago. The eruption created an anomalous gravity wave that affected at least 1/3 of the downtown area. The worst part is the eruption created a massive monster. Scans and analysis of the entity revealed something unbelievable. And we identified 2 powerful Honkai energy signatures within it. One matches the wave pattern of the Herrscher of Ice, and the other belongs to a novel Herrscher class entity. In other words, the eruption gave birth to yet another Herrscher. We've used external comm links to convey the situation at Coral to HQ. The reply from HQ highlighted the Herrscher's characteristics. Analysis of gravitational wave revealed power similar to the 9th Herrscher of the previous era. A monster consisting of 2 fused Herrschers. That's right. Coral is now facing a Honkai event of the highest severity. HQ is mobilizing all the forces it can. The Overseer wants us to withdraw and rendezvous with the main forces and avoid unnecessary casualties. Understood. Our frontline forces are no longer fit for battle given the losses we've taken. Alvader, I'm giving you command. Get everyone out of here. What? What about you, squad leader? I'll try to distract that monster and gather as much intel as I can. But that's dangerous. It's too risky. The situation's already out of control, Alvader. Things will only get worse as time goes by. Inaction is the riskiest option to take. But with Deputy Rita wounded, if you got yourself... Don't worry, Alvader. I'll leave Rita to your care. Understood. Be careful out there, squad leader. Throw the spear. Interesting. I thought I was going to throw a spear again. Sword and shield. Meanwhile, downtown Coral. How did this happen? May stood in the street and gazed upon the broken skies. Chunks of concrete ripped up from the ground orbited in the remains of the galactic stairway. And all I did was leave you for a bit. What did you do this time? She landed softly beside her. Raven. I heard about this from Shixel's comm channels. I can probably guess the cause. There. He told me to get these. Raven held a small box with the black and gold stripes encrusted in a layer of frost. The situation has changed. We have the scepters of Duat, but I don't know if we can still make them work. Do tell me this plan of yours. May took the scepters of Duat from Raven. She thought about Owl, his betrayal, his escape to pursuit, and everything else that had happened since then. May gave a slight frown as the specters crackled slightly before giving off a red glow. Electromagnetic fields. I knew it. The scepters use EM fields to disrupt the link between the Herrscher core and the imaginary space. Jackal didn't give any details, but I've experienced its powers and memorized the EM patterns it created. The red glow from the device spread like blood that slowly flowed from her palm, her skin, and her entire body. You want to use your powers of thunder to do the same thing? Yes, we still have a chance. I can duplicate the scepter's effects. In fact, I can do it with greater power. Yeah, but you'll be facing monsters consisting of 2 fused Herrschers. You must be overwhelmed on its. You must overwhelm it on its turf and take its cores. You have one shot, and no one can save you if you fail. Yet that is what I must do, and I'll succeed no matter the cost. If that's the case, do allow me to offer you assistance, Durandal. We got a dream team matchup. Raven, May, and Durandal. If that's the case, do allow me to offer you my assistance, Durandal. Honkai intensity in Coral is now twice that of an eruption event. The numbers are still rising as we speak. That monster will only get stronger. We must act quickly. Help me get close to the cores, Durandal. I have a way to defeat this thing. Raven, you should retreat to a safe location. Ugh, I don't like this at all. I'm afraid I can't help you in my current state. I'll be wishing you luck in any case. Unknown foe. What up? Right. Gravity signatures. Ice gravity enemies. Oh, okay. I was done with it. All right. Cool. Snow pure as blooming flowers, yet dark like the deepest space, wafted at the foot of the galactic stairway. The Hersher was silent, as though it was a puppet caged in a nascent bud. Let's go. We have only one chance to do this right. All right. Let's go. While the Valkyrie and the Hersher advanced, the Black Nova hurtled to the Earth. The gravitic sphere instantly disintegrated upon hitting the ground and tore the heaven and the Earth apart. A blinding flash engulfed the entirety of the coral. I'm getting messages from my workplace about how fucked the night's going. Oh. Come on. Watch out, the space elevator is collapsing. Attack the crystals to send them back to the Hersher. Come on. Oh! Head to the waypoint to pursue the Herrscher. So this is the story mode version of the fight. I got used to the Memorial Arena version of the fight. Come on. Back to the fight. And she's budding like a flower. Her powers are engulfing the entirety of the coral. Melt away. The enemy needs to be pierceable for the Ow. Durandal's not looking in a too good condition. Oh wait, she's almost dead. Yeah, because she's on the last, like, circle of health. Oh. Get impaled. Get got. Where am I? Al. Congratulations, Raiden Mei. You've won. It's over. Yes. It has ended. All I wanted was to see her again. Tell her what I felt about her. Is that wrong? I don't know. I'm looking for an answer to that question as well. Do you? Then I hope you won't end up like this. I'm sorry. Why apologize? We're Herschers, monsters that must be destroyed. You did what you must. It doesn't really matter anymore. Fate played a joke on Anna and me. Perhaps my emotions left me when I became a Hersher. I don't even feel sad. Just end this. The blade fell. All went silent. Can't move. Oh. Ah. Here lies Bellflower. Just gonna pop this open. Gather. And Scorch. Right on. God, I love these Hershers. Will that save? Or will that, Yep, it clears. Oh, hey! The storm blew over. The sun shone upon the land. 6 relief forces assembled in the gentle sea breeze. May stood on the shattered breakwaters. The prosperous island St. Coral was now a desolate ruin. The waves seemed to carry the souls of the deceased and remains of civilization to where they belong. This incident will be regarded in history as a disaster almost too terrible to behold. The 2 cores are still alive? Or the 2 cars are still alive? You did it. You are now a step closer to your goals. Why so quiet? Expecting me to applaud your great feat? Cheer up. It's your victory. I don't think I can call this a victory. May looked at the mercenary. Raven ignored her and tinkered with the third divine key she salvaged. Both of them remained silent for a long while until Raven finally raised her head. You probably can't accept how things turned out. I certainly couldn't. I don't think anyone could. But this was, is, and will always be the way this world works. She stood up and gave May a gentle pat. The two looked to the sun sinking into the horizon. Night would soon approach. Be strong. Don't you have someone to protect? A brief moment of weakness may cost you dearly. And I suppose you feel the same when it comes to those children of yours. I'll not say anything to that. I suppose it's time for us to leave. Just go and visit Al before that. Raven said as she pointed to the beach in the distance. The Shixal Valkyries built a tomb for him and Anna. I just came back from there. He's an evil traitor. The world serpent doesn't forgive that. And so he would be forgotten. We'd be the only ones who remember him. The sun glowed red as it slowly sank. May arrived at the beach. A Valkyrie with flowing blonde hair took her attention. Durandal. Though she turned into a Hersher, Anna remained a glorious Valkyrie to the very end of her life. She fulfilled her duty, and the time has come for her to rest. Durandal gave a salute and moored the young Valkyrie. Is that her necklace? Yes. She wore it all the time. It was very dear to her. May took out another similar necklace from her pocket. She acquired it when she seized the Hersher's core. Then I guess this belongs to her as well. May placed the two necklaces together and placed them on the headstone. The combined necklaces basked in the setting sun and gave a brilliant azure glow. It seemed like a beacon lighting the way for those caught in the world between life and death. May gazed upon the headstone silently while Durandal turned around and left. The two parted ways as the sun shone for the last time on that day. A letter from Anna. Bianca. You did well. This was the only reply from the sire of the World Serpent after the debriefing. You shall return. Tell me, did you predict that I would use my Hersher powers to seize and suppress the cores? You realized that solution on your own. Did you ever consider what would happen if I were to fail? You will only succeed. I want an explanation. He was silent for only a brief moment. This eruption event gave birth to two Hersher cores that fused together as one. One consumed the core of another and became One consumed the core of another and became a far stronger entity. You did something similar. You conquered Hersher powers. What? Really? What's going on? The comm links are down. This isn't signal interference. We have an emergency. Something happened to the base. Oh? What? This is kind of terrifying and intense. Damn. That was cool. That was so cool, man. Enmity and affinity. Hold on. What was Bronya doing, though? In the seemingly unending darkness, the once dead Empyrean slowly gained her consciousness. Hey, wake up! You've been asleep for too long. What are you? I'm not gonna do this again. Unlike last time, your brain has escaped largely unscathed. Go through your memories and figure out who you are. We have plenty of work to do. Know that I am your id. I am that primal and truest form of you. I am the superego. Don't worry. This isn't a case of schizophrenia. We're a part of you. Ego will appear once you recall your identity. Figure it out. You're only complete with all three of us. Try and remember, you are. Oh, only the longest living person in the world outside of Kevin. Memories poured into your mind as though you've been waiting for your command. Or as though they have been waiting for your command. You saw a lonely girl standing in the cold and armored warrior, a remorseless assassin, a forgotten Empyrean. You were every one of them. Every one of them was you. They're still a part of you. You don't have much time. Sensors have picked up your brain signals. He'll be here soon. He? Auto Apocalypse. Fish through your memories. He's further back in there somewhere. He's the overseer of Schicksal, your old friend, and the only person who knows you're still alive. He's also a liar and a murderer. We'll talk about this later. Take a look and see where you are right now. You open your eyes. You found yourself immersed in a clammy fluid within a life support pod, as bubbles fluttered to the surface. This pod kept you alive. He actually treated your wounds, including that one. Perhaps he's trying to make up for something. More like trying to imprison you. What are your plans? You see the bright lights, instruments, winding cables, more life supports, and monitors showing various data. What are those coffins hiding? Nothing. You shook your head. More bubbles fluttered to the surface like translucent pearls. What are your plans? This life support pod can only be opened by someone at the terminal. I don't think anything can stop your fist. What's next? You decide. Smash the pod. You clenched your hands into a hard, reliable fist and felt the surge of power. Your body has recovered well. Remember the last time you felt this way, 500 years ago, perhaps? Perhaps been too far. That is what you should be. This is what you should be. Do it. You felt light and relaxed at the same as the containment fluid gushed through the smashed opening. You gently stepped out of the pod and felt the floor with your feet. My old friend, you're finally awake. A familiar voice. You turned towards the door and saw a blonde, smiling man. He's Auto Apocalypse. I can go on for ages about your odd relationship with him. He calls himself a friend of yours, but he's a liar. Not even a hello? Fine. You just woke and need additional observation and treatment. Exam results indicate full physical recovery, but you failed to wake. I thought something bad had happened. You won't blame me, right, old friend? Are you? Alright? Do you recognize me? Tell him that you can recognize him anywhere. You should try to find out what he's been up to. We can't just attack an unarmed person. What? Unarmed? This man can create weapons out of thin air. Ask him why you're here. I can recognize you anywhere. Oh. Do you hate me? You broke my heart for the second time, old friend. You should know I was forced to do so. My plan must be exact and perfect. I can't let you foil it. Auto Apocalypse gave a self-deprecating smile. But all is well. Give me some time and I'll tell you everything and give you a satisfying answer. Listen to how he covers his evil deeds with the pretty words. He's a wretched viper, but... But what? He killed you, created a Honkai eruption, hurt the same Freya girls, and he's not even sorry. Alright, friend. Let's not talk here. Are you going to trust this man again? He'll betray you without a thought. Think about what he did to you. You calmly recalled the moment he pointed the golden gun at your head. Boiling rage filled your chest. I did not lie, Master Jingwei. The shot ended your life, though you felt nothing in the past. The memory now inflicted searing pain in your heart. Exactly. This is the pain he caused, and it's time to feed him his own medicine. He is the most dangerous man on Earth. You must stop his evil schemes. Don't you think this is your best chance? More people will die and more tragedies will follow if you don't stop him here. He destroyed your friend Kiana. He turned her into a monster. If he wasn't for him, Squad Leader Himiko won't have to give up her own life. He killed her. He even took from you. He thought you forgot about her, except you didn't. The name appeared in your mind but faded away before you could make out a single letter. Nothing was left except for faint traces of her passing. There was sorrow. Your memories returned. Nothing can stop you. You can make yourself whole again. But there's something you must do first. Kill him. You walk towards Auto Apocalypse. Hold on, old friend. Your hand moved fast, jamming his words back into his mouth, and twisting his smile into a confused grimace. Otto tried to say something, but your iron grip only allowed senseless whimpers to leave his face. How pathetic. He deserves it. La la la. You took a careful, studied aim at his comely face. Damn right. Your fists raised down again and your fists rained down again and again. Holy shit. Holy shit. And that is all the intel I could gather. It's unbelievable. HQ in a mess, the air terminal in ruins, Grandpa Otto missing in action. The worst disaster Schicksal ever faced. The Overseer Otto is missing and unaccounted for? Yes. Durandal took over and deployed 3 S-rankers. They didn't even do that in the Battle of Schicksal. Something terrible must have happened 10 days ago. Bronya suspects some form of conspiracy. Yeah. He's not that easy to kill. And Otto acting from the shadows is far more terrifying than the Overseer. Is the World Serpent behind this attack? That's hard to say, but we received a piece of intel that we have yet to verify. The World Serpent was ambushed at almost the same time the enemy even fought their sire before escaping. The situation looks bad. Do be careful out there. Is Kiana doing alright? Is she napping? The Kiana is probably meditating with the lessons that the class monitor Fuhua taught her. The idiotka has changed. Bronya has yet to determine the exact nature of said transformation. The principal shall be rest assured. Bronya will take care of the idiotka. Okay, the professors and I will give you our full support. Damn it. Do update Kiana with news that I've just told you, and give her my best wishes. I heard Aunt Terry talking about the comm channel, or talking on the comm channel. Duh. The principal sent us the latest intel about the Schicksal and the World Serpent, but no news about May. I see. Ugh, don't tell me anything. We shouldn't care about what happens to Schicksal or the World Serpent. Kiana, I'm too tired to think about stuff. I just want to know what I can do. How far are we from Mount Taiwan, Bronya? Based on our current cruising velocity, we will arrive tomorrow morning. Are you certain we can find the class monitor's belongings from that mountain? Yes, we can. Fuhua told me she lived there for a while. We'll find her school and treasures in those mountains. The edge of Taiwan must be there. It'll let us control our Hersher powers. Holy crap. No, let me use mine. Fine, I'll use these. I'll go until I don't have any more energy left, but that's like 8 missions. We've arrived. Is this where the class monitor lived a while ago? A long time ago, actually. The people of Shinzo called her Jingwei, Phoenix, Celestial, or Empyrean back then. Fuhua showed me these places in her dreams, but they are very old. They don't look the same anymore. Fuhua probably trained at a tall place in this mountain. Is Kiana going to find the quest items at this location? Locating a manual on the special combat techniques and fighting stances sounds like an RPG quest. The class monitor left this place many years ago. Any of her treasures have very likely been looted. Maybe you're right, but not everyone can find Fuhua's treasures. Kiana's eyes sparkled with excitement. Duh, the treasure is... Fend one down. There are Honkai beasts here as well. Yeah, I didn't know that the Honkai levels can be so high in the... Perhaps the edge of Taiwan needs high levels of Honkai. I'm not sure. It's definitely not what she taught me. Ah, come on. This mountain is more dangerous than we expected. It's just Honkai based. I can take down any number of them. Despite her brave words, Kiana looked around vigilantly. Something seized her attention. Got it. Hmm? I sensed something weak but pretty close to the vibe that I got from Fuha's feathers. The Fenhuan down? Is the Kiana certain? Yes, I'm totally sure of this. Follow me. What an interesting mission. Opinion. Got it. There was nothing at first, but the feather appeared when we got closer. Does Kiana know what the means to use them? Yeah, I'll give it a shot. Kiana closed her eyes, recited the mantra that Fuhua taught her, and allowed the feather to enter her mind. Uh-oh. What are the results? No, I can't. I couldn't get it to work. It's probably sealed or something. The feather repelled me upon touching my mind. Maybe only Fuhua can unlock this thing. The Kiana should think about it later. A sudden power surge to attract the number of Honkai beasts. You should eliminate them first. Wait a minute. Is a Valkyrie Hunter just an upgraded Honkai? Wait. What? Who are you? Are you two alright? Ah, oh, yeah. Kiana was at a loss for words. The mysterious girl's fighting stance surprised her. Though her swings and slashes looked simple, they were an exact copy of Fuhua's fighting style. Who are you? Lin Jiayo. Jiayu? At your service. You may regard me as the guardian of Mount Taiwan. The essence is strong in this place and attracts many beasts, so the immortal erected a field to keep people out. Is there a reason why you two came to this place? We know this immortal. Oh? The immortal you refer to is Phoenix or Qingwei, right? We know her. In fact, we're her friends. Lin Jiayu was shocked by Kiana's response. Friends? She mulled over the word before giving a faint smile. Follow me then. You swing your sword like Fuwa. I mean, Master Phoenix. Yes, I used her blade form opening stance named Ocean Breaker. Are you not friends of the immortal Phoenix? She is the master of the Taijuan school. Yeah, Fuwa did mention that before, but I thought that was hundreds of years ago. The school Taijuan has a fabled history and is still alive. However, the martial arts became less popular and we chose to stay low. The disciplines of Taijuans also prefer purging monsters instead of glorious pursuit. You will not hear much about us. Is Master Lin a disciple of the Taijuan school? Indeed. The tie between me and the school goes back for quite a few years. Can you teach me? Teach you? Yeah. The immortal tried to teach me the edge of Taijuan, but she quickly left. The lessons were quite messy too. I came to the mountain of Taijuan to learn the complete version and control the power within me. Lin Jiayu thought for a while. Perhaps if you trust me enough to share your stories with me. Interesting. I did not expect Master Phoenix to have such a past. I did not expect you to be a Hersher. I'm afraid my lessons won't do much. Master should have told you the 5 essence: mantra, form, sanction, ascension, and eminence. You learned eminence because you're perfect for it. Sanction and ascension will do little, but I can teach you the form. Perhaps the tenets of Taijuan might work, but it only improves your fighting skills and won't cure your condition. What you need is the blade mantra. Have you learned the blade mantra before? Lin Jiayu gave a sigh before a moment of silence. I did, but we all gave an oath that we will never teach the mantra to anyone else. Apologies, I cannot violate my oath. Is there an alternative solution? Maybe there is for you two. I noticed that you have a feather during that fight. Is it yours? No. We found it at Mount Taijuan. We used to own feathers, but lost them. Lin Xiaoyu extended her hand. Kiana hesitated for a while, but finally decided to hand over the feather. Can you enter its realm? Kiana and Branya looked at each other before shaking their heads. I was expelled once I made contact with the feather's mind. I see. The feather seems largely intact. Master placed a spell on it. Perhaps only the mantra can unlock this. Can I really do this? Lin Jiayu murmured as she closed her eyes. Kiana was surprised to see the feather give off a brilliant glow. Come. Lin Jiayu pushed the feather into Kiana's embrace, and the glow became a blinding flash. Lin's voice grew faint as Kiana found herself engulfed by the light. The girl opened her eyes while it was still dark. She also woke around this time. The blanket kept her warm. She lay silently in bed and stared at the ceiling as though she was expecting something to materialize in the darkness. But nothing happened. She gave up fantasizing. The girl changed into her new uniform. She only wore it once during fitting and had tried it on again. Maybe I should be wearing this. Maybe I should be wearing this on my first day of school. Whatever. I'll get used to it eventually. Time for my daily training. Let's start with a 1,000 meter run. Morning, Wa. New clothes? What happened to your dojo outfit? Morning, Uncle G. I'm going to the hospital after training to the airport afterwards. I have no time. Go on, girl. Don't let me keep you busy. Don't let me keep you. Huh? What? Why are you still here? Aren't you going to Sapphire or something? Yeah, today I have a flight at 8. And you're not in a rush? You're a true warrior. Hey, training every day. Visiting your dad after this, right? Don't let me keep you. I guess I'll see you during the holidays. No thanks. I'm heading to the hospital after this. I won't be back. Alright. You'll definitely do well in your classes. I'm just worried you might get bullied when you're all alone out there. I won't let anyone bully me. So true. I guess no one can bully a dojo's master's daughter. Hey! Wah! Wah! Why are you still jogging? Isn't today your first day at school? People won't like it if you're absent on the first day. Yeah. Worried about your old man? No worries. Your dad watched out for us for many years. You can count on us. Anyway, a rich dude came over to buy your family dojo and build a restaurant. It's big money. What? I didn't know about this. Your dad didn't mention it? Maybe it didn't work out. No one does kung fu anyway. You should get a degree. Do you really want that dojo? Are you sure you want to be a martial arts master? I don't think that's a bad idea. You're being too nice to your old man. You should really think about yourself. Visiting your dad after this? Yeah. Great. Your dad only had a scratch. We'll take care of him. Just get to the school and earn that degree. Thank you, Sa. Sha? I should hurry up. There's not much time left. Going to a foreign city. I'll just perform a few simple training routines. There isn't much time left. I must strive for perfection. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, now I'm finally learning how to play Fuhua. I should have done better. The girl entered the ward quietly and was not surprised to see her father awake. He had been an early waker for nearly his entire life. A few weeks in the ward would not break this habit. Don't you have school? You shouldn't be visiting me today. Despite those words, her father's face was beaming. I thought you left yesterday. Can you still make it? Yes, I can. Good. Come, let me have a better look at you. I'll only see you again after 6 months. He pushed himself up and smiled as he studied his daughter. Take care of yourself out there. Your old man can still pay for your tuition, so just focus on school. And avoid training. Don't scare your classmates. Times have changed, Hua. I don't even want to tell people that I run a dojo. Get a real job, start a business, or enter politics. Forget about the dojo. There's no future in that. I'm not worried about you, Hua. You're a good girl. Do take care of yourself. And try to make some friends. I'm always worried about that. I will. Good. Her father raised his head and looked at the clock as the sun shone through the window. It's getting late. You should be heading to the airport. Did you bring your documents? How about your things? I brought them along. I already mailed my personal belongings over. Good, good. Just go and take care of yourself. Yeah. I'm leaving, Dad. Don't worry. I'll be discharged soon enough. Have fun with your friends. And don't visit unless you must. Alright. Her dad loves her, man. She left the hospital. I'm going to a foreign city on my own. While sunlight shone weakly through the concrete jungle, she felt she would not be making any friends at all. Are these Fuwa's memories? It was all very unfamiliar to Bronya. Being immersed in this memory felt so confusing and frightful, and it was like being a butterfly in a storm and not knowing what would happen next. Was that girl really Fuwa? Fuwa was always so strong and reliable. She makes people feel safe, but that girl... Perhaps the class monitor was like that before enrolling in the same Freya. No, Fuwa had lived a long time before coming to St. Freya, but the time doesn't match. This is so confusing. She looks just like Fuwa, but I've never seen her behave like that. That is indeed the immortal phoenix. Huh? You just witnessed a Jinyin, mind seal of the immortal phoenix. The one and only true celestial Empyrean. Jinyin? A mind seal? Being immortal, Master Phoenix's memories are vast oceans that constantly erode her sentient mind. The immortal had to filter her memories to stem her ever-rising tide and maintain a clean state of mind. And the memories she excised were kept in these Jinyin mind seals. How was it? Did you find what you want? No. Don't be disappointed. The immortal lived in this mountain for many years. They'll find thousands of mind seals. I'm sure they'll hold the answers you seek. Let us hope so. I shall rest here. Talk to me if you find any more sealed feathers and I'll unlock them for you. Since so many years have passed, a few seals may be faded or broken apart. You'll be able to read those directly. Why are you helping us? Do you feel uncomfortable receiving help? Lin Jiayu smiled sadly. Then don't treat it as help. Treat it as a duty of disciple of the Taijuan school. And with that, Lin closed her eyes and said nothing more. The Bronya! Do you believe her? Bronya's uncertain, but Bronya felt the presence of the class monitor in that feather. Bronya feels that the feather is alive and is attempting to tell us something. Yeah. I thought Fuha would talk to us in the feather like she always did before. Bronya thought the same. Instead, we got nothing but a piece of memory. The Kiana should not be disappointed. The lady said the class monitor left multiple feathers in this mountain. Yeah, Fuwa told me the same thing as well. We should locate and gather more feathers. I just realized something. May didn't get any feathers. I don't think I've seen May have a single feather influencer. Why is that? Damn it. Okay. No more of the bunny punch. Oh. Is this one sealed? 10th interaction to find out. Okay, then I'll... I woke up. 1 week into school and the girl still could not change her early waking habit. As a resident of the student dorms, a morning jog was no longer possible. I'll just go back to sleep. 7:30 a.m. Tired yawning students walked out of the dorm as the morning bell rang. They walked along the cobblestone road to the school gates in the pairs of small groups. Yet Hua was alone. A misfit in the huge crowd of students heading to class. Kira-chan, more news. The zombies of Sapphire have struck again. I don't want to listen to this. I heard that the victim this time came from our school. Wait, zombie attacks? Our school? Yo, she said she didn't want to hear that. Zombie, that was attacked by a strange person looking like one. I'm curious about that. Who said it? Finish eating already. I don't want to sit in the front row again. Just wait for me. Excuse me. What is it? Oh, no, it's fine. Sorry. Can't bring myself to ask anything. I don't think it's them. What a weirdo. What did you say? It was them? Are you skipping class again? Look, I'm not writing down your name in the attendance book. You only attended class that class once last week. The instructor will find out eventually. I already lost interest. I feel like a zombie in that class. Huh? Someone's a zombie. Since when were you ever alive when it comes to learning anyway? Excuse me, were you talking about zombies? Who the hell are you? That's so rude. You can't just barge into a private conversation like this. I'm sorry. What a weirdo. That's the news from 2 days ago, right? News? Do I look like news to you? Am I a TV? I'm gonna nap in class. Forget it, the instructor's already aware of your shenanigans. Isn't it exciting? Exciting? Stop watching horror movies. It'll be your fault if you scare Kira too badly. Scare her? That's the last of my concerns. Don't you understand? The thing is, this must be the girl. The concrete jungle is actually home to many demonic entities. Vampires, zombies, and monsters. They're all real. We even heard about them in the news. They probably came up in that garbage to boost their viewership. Zombies simply don't exist. Come on. Should be heading to class. Oh wait, want to join me for an after-school adventure? Hey, that uniform girl has been staring at you. Do you know her? What? No, not really. She has no sense of fashion. Hey, quiet. She can probably hear us. I'll just head to class. The confusion and fear of trying to fit into a new environment. but she was afraid of change. She approached other individuals on multiple occasions to add them as friends, but nobody responded. I know how that feels. Alone and friendless? She had to do everything on her own, and she remained all alone till this very day. Kiana. Why did the class monitor leave these feathers? These feathers are very sad memories, and they're memories that we knew nothing about, it would seem. That the feathers want us to know more about Fuhua. I will leave it here for now. Because I'm at the 3-hour mark and I'm getting actually pretty tired. Nah, she's worried about me. But yeah, it's also like 1 in the morning. And I want to go relax while I can enjoy some time because it is Friday and I got like 5 hours before I would normally go to sleep to do another stream anyway. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go relax. And I don't know. We'll see. I'll definitely try to do this again in the morning when I wake up. Because I'll have 2 chapters of this, and I'm not even halfway done with the Immortal Phoenix yet. So this should be fun. Damn, I'm only like 8 chapters or so from catching up to Honkai's current story. Fuhua transferred her sentience into the feather of Fenhuan Down, rendering her body an empty shell. Fuhua had yet to realize that in that boundless darkness, a new sentience was forming in that shell. The Herrscher core was corrupting Kiana. Nagazora was worsening. Having accepted Kevin's terms, she split up with her friends and joined the World Serpent. A new Herrscher would soon befall the world and tip its balance once more. This is a depressing story, though. Well, that said, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys later. Hopefully, I'll be ready for the next stream at 3 o'clock like it normally would be. So that said, take care. Bye-bye.